bring these back. Right? Like, this how they used to sell houses back in the day. Ads in the fucking newspaper. Look at what you was getting. Like, I can envision this. This is very beautifully printed. Not even gonna lie to you. I can envision this house. This same house probably going for $1 million. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, $12,000. They advertising this shit at $87 a month. How much space? Like, just I guarantee you, when they were talking about white picket fences, this is what they were talking about. Backyard probably beautiful. You know what I'm saying? This right here, this was what they was pitching, what they was selling with the fucking American dream. Motherfucker, get your little golden retriever. You know, you can raise your whole family. Your kids, your grandkids, everybody at this motherfucker. This same house, I guarantee you, probably $1 million. $1 million in today's time. $1 fucking dollars. Ain't no payment plan. It's nothing you can do. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Now, hold up. Because I got something to say. Explain to me, somebody, anybody, how the same house that used to be $100,000 is now $300,000. And don't you dare tell me it's inflation. Like, that's supposed to make sense. This is the same little 3-bedroom, 1-bath house your grandma bought back in the day. And now they got this nerve to slap another $200,000 on it, like it magically turned into a mansion overnight. Baby, no. The floors are still creaking. The bathroom is still small, and that same raggedy backyard is still there. The only thing that's changed is the price tag and the greed. You want to know what's caused it? Greed and manipulation. These investors, these corporations, these little Airbnb hustlers, they out here buying up every single property they can, then jacking up the prices so regular folks can't even get a foot in the door. And don't even get me started on these real estate agents talking about it's a seller's market. Girl, it is a scam market. And meanwhile, the economy is a mess. Gas is high, groceries are high, the light bill is high, everything is up except your paycheck. Now, in what world does that make sense? In a real failing economy, prices are supposed to go down. But here, oh no, baby. In America, they raise the rent, raise the mortgages, and raise your blood pressure all at the same time.
How much did you pay for your first house?
$18,000 with 17 acres.
What year?
17 acres.
1989.
Damn, that's the year before I was born.
Cars were thousands of dollars. A brand new car, like, I don't know, $5,000. I remember seeing ads. Houses were probably, what, $10,000, $20,000 when I was a kid. A dollar used to actually be worth something. But what happened? You know what happened in 1913? Federal Reserve. Look at a dollar bill. Federal Reserve note. Okay? Who's the Federal Reserve? This is their money. Right? Who are they? Are they feds? Are they part of the government? Are they a private organization? Are they run by banksters out of Europe? Look back in 1913. See what happened.
I'm looking to. We got to say.
Look at the money. Look up Federal Reserve. It's on your dollar bill. What does it mean? Who is it? Who started it? Are they us? Are they the U.S. government? Or are they something else?
And the worst part, folks still running out here buying these overpriced houses like it's a deal just to say, oh, I'm a homeowner. No, listen to me. Stop it. Stop buying these houses until they drop these prices. Because the minute they see people ain't falling for it no more, they gonna have to bring them down. That's the only power we got, our pockets. This is a housing scam, plain and simple. They are selling you a dream that turns into a nightmare when the market crashes and you stuck with a $300,000 bill on a $100,000 house. And when you can't pay, guess who gets it back? Them. It's a cycle and it's not an accident. So to my working class people, the ones breaking your back just to pay rent, hear me. Don't play into their little game. Save your money. Live within your means and let these greedy folks sit on their empty houses. Because one thing about greed, when nobody's buying, those prices will come down. When they do, then we'll talk about buying. Until then, I'm keeping my coins in my pocket.
See these really nice houses over here? 10 years ago, $380,000. You own it, you can do what you want with it. Now they're building these. Tall, skinny apartments. See that garage door right there? It goes halfway into your house right there. You get a small family room, small kitchen, half bathroom, upstairs, 2 bedrooms that are small, can't fit a king bed into them, a laundry room, and a bathroom. $380,000. And look how cheaply made they are. See that wood over there? Pieced together wood? Costs about 70 grand to make. Somebody's making 300,000 plus on each one and then charging an HOA so that you technically don't even own the house. You still have to follow their rules since you're paying for an HOA. I mean, who's affording this stuff? This is ridiculous. We have to all stand together and stop buying this stuff so the prices can go down so people can start affording to move out.
Let me know what your take on this is in the comment section. And if you like this video, click that like button and subscribe today so I can give you more of my unapologetic opinion. Bye for now.
The first thing I'm going to tell everybody that intend, and I believe everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, at some point you're going to be wealthy. The first thing you do when you get wealthy is don't buy a big house. Don't buy a big house. Let me tell you why. And I'm going to use examples to tell you why. You guys ever notice that whenever you first start watching these, specifically, let's talk about Housewives of Atlanta, right? Do you guys know that everybody in that show in the beginning was about to lose their house? I don't know if you guys remember. Go back and watch the first episode, the first year. Okay? They were coming in and out of marriages. People were cheating, doing all kinds of stuff. Essentially, they were hustlers. Okay? You look at even now. Some of them still struggling to pretend like they deserve a bigger house than they really deserve. Right? That's not specific to them. At some point, this is what I recognize. I've had 2 big houses. I had a 7,000 square foot house and I had a 10,000 square foot house. I actually still own the 10,000 square foot house. I just don't live in it. Let me explain something to you. You get to the point where you're like, what am I living in this big ass house for? And some of you think that's foreign because you only see it in certain places. I know a guy that's a CEO that him and his wife just live in a really, really nice condo. And I start asking myself, over and over and over, I start seeing these very, very wealthy people moving out of these big houses. The house is for a show. It's to show people you have money at some point, right? But at some point in your life, it don't make any sense. And what I'm trying to do is get you guys to miss a whole area that you ain't got to do. Because remember, one thing that I've learned is that when you start making money, you don't show it. The only way you prove money is when it's time to do a deal. People can hear rumors. The rumor might, he got a lot of money. He could do this, that, and the other. So what? The only time we prove, I don't care how big somebody, I've did deals with people that had 20,000 square foot houses. And when it was time to do a deal, well, man, I got to do this. I got to sell this. Okay, hold on a second. Well, man, this house, okay, I know. You guys don't remember Deion Sanders losing his house and ended up being up for foreclosure and all that big 25,000 square foot house? Y'all don't remember all that? If you're going to do anything, at the point where you can buy a house that big, buy it and get some fool in there to pay the note. That way you still have it as an asset, because it's really not an asset if you just own it. It's an asset if somebody else is paying for it. Just like any other thing in business. When you have items on the shelf, them staying on the shelf don't prove you got no money. That prove you got credit. Money is actual at work where people are coming in buying that shit and getting it off the shelf. Money is revenue. Okay? What you want to have is always be in a situation that whatever you own is producing revenue. Money is like a muscle, it has to work. So, young people, stop buying these super nice cars, or that's not even nice anymore. BMW ain't no better than any other car. A Range Rover ain't no better than any other car. Shit, a Bentley ain't no better than any other car. I mean, they're cars that are so nice now. For me, it don't even make sense anymore. And that's where I am in my life. You can't impress me with nothing. So I want you guys to be there already and imagine what you really could do with your money. Of course, every once in a while, you can lease this or lease a private jet. I tell people, the minute you get some money, get a private jet service. You can pay a couple of $1,000s a month, and whenever you ready to go somewhere, you got a private jet to go. You know, some of y'all ain't know that I had literally been doing that for years. For literally since I was 27, because I learned about it. A lot of that started in Fort Lauderdale in Florida and in Miami, because you had all these people buying these private jets. And like I'm telling y'all, when they were sitting around, they ain't have nothing to do with them. So I used to take a shuttle. They call it a shuttle. Because anybody with any sense never lands in Miami. You always land in Fort Lauderdale. Point. You land in Fort Lauderdale, you take the shuttle back to Miami. That's why I started doing it. Back then, it was $400. There was a bunch of wealthy guys on there, and I got to meet a lot of people. What do you do? Well, I'm building hotels for Starwood. So, anyway, a bunch of other information, but hey, don't go out and buy them big-ass houses. Buy your normal house, you, your husband, and a little maid can clean up. Even if you hire a little maid to clean up, you don't need all that. You need your money somewhere working.